Estamos hamburguesas, estamos muy bien. Are we ready? Yeah. Okay, well, if we're not quite ready, I'm going to start with something on my own. It's tough. It's too late now. You people are too slow for me. Okay, you say the sun is shining and the birds are shining, but I see something different entirely. I experience reality in a different way. Oh, certainly, the sun shines, the birds sing now. But soon the clouds will fall like locusts in the spring. Soon the rains will drown out the birds' tunes, and then the birds themselves shall die, trying to fly away from the melee. The world you breathe is close to mine, but separated by a thin pane of glass. That silver lining simply accentuates the cloud. The lemonade you make is a sour, distasteful stew. The half-full glass is to me 3/4 empty. So, see the sun. Watch its glorious glow, but only I truly know that soon enough, without a bet, your holy sun will set. Those stiletto boots you wear, those high-heeled, pointy, pouty, pewter-lined, beautiful, bouncy, delicious boots. Those boots you wear everywhere, to the fair, on stairs and short skirts, on airs. You look down at me, flirt with me, taking me places I'd never dare go alone. The boots I dream about when we're apart, the boots you love with all your heart, the boots you wear as if they're art, the boots that make you look the tart, the boots, the hot boots, the sexy boots, the black boots. When you leave, will you please leave the boots? Uncomfortable, blocky, a regular pain beneath your heel. You hope that you'll wear me down, fit me into your day, make me a charming accessory. You expect me to shape myself to your will, comfortable, tidy. You want me to fit like a glove until eventually I am everything you expect, everything you hope for, and then you'll toss me away sorrowfully, the old shoes. But no, I cannot accept that plan. Oh no, I will not fit so comfortably, so tightly into your scheme. I am not your new shoe, to be ground beneath your heel until I am soullessly tossed aside. I am more than that, and you might do well to remember that before I give you the boot. The combat boots you use to kick the shit out of me, kick my ass, kick me into gear, if I'm walking, and you may never see them again. Cause I'm holding on to these purloined booties until I find a woman who's kind, beautiful and sweet, and understanding, and that woman will come barreling over to me someday. She'll be barefoot and bright and bearing me no ill will, and she is stocking-footed Cinderella. She will pick the leather-laced roach stompers like a glove. She will wear the combat boots, she will be mine, and after the lace she laces her eyelids and knots them securely, sealing our love with a nod and a short, splendid wink, I will know that I have met my mate and the other shoe has finally dropped. She will wear your large footwear, she will wear the black boots, and then she will kick the shit out of me. Yeah! We call that boots. The next thing we call... That was excellent, by the way.
Yeah!
That was very good, yes, very good. Oh, that was very good.
One
Yeah, yeah.
Brand new, Andrew.
And not bad neither, yeah?
It's brand new. Do what you feel. Okay. Andrew Heller's brand new. We're all brand new because we're bouncing new babies in this. Andrew Heller is also in the Heller theory, and Erica Smith in the
Tumbleweeds.
not the Horian Tumbleweeds. I get confused sometimes. It used to be the Horian Tumbleweeds, but now apparently they've changed their image, and now it's Erica Smith and the Tumbleweeds.
They don't ask for payment anymore.
The other members will get their CVs mentioned in the future, but they don't deserve it right now. The cat knows my sinister plans and my evil schemes. The cat somehow senses what goes on in my head in a way that his owner can't. The cat suspects my purpose, my needs, and she doesn't. Oblivious, she allows me to plod and plod ever closer to my goal, and the only one who suspects, the only one whose wise eye shows that he knows, is that darn cat. Somehow, I must do something to that pussy before it gets out of the bag. Swollen, succulent, sizable, juicy. I keep thinking about her breasts. I think about them constantly. I think about them when I'm thinking about her mind, the heart that beats beneath her chest. I keep thinking about her breasts. It's not my plan. I know that she's a good woman, warm and deep and loving, so it seems. And I want to know more about her ups and downs and the sides of her personality. But the side I keep returning to is her profile. I keep thinking about her breasts. Despite her smile, her nose, her crinkly forehead while doing the puzzle, her tapping fingers, despite her crossed calves while sitting beside me, and her switching thighs, and the swell of her back when walking away, despite the amber beads in her hair and her creamy complexion, and the hot blood pulsing beneath, despite all I need to know, you need to see one thing, well, two. I keep thinking about her breasts. Cozy. Her room is pretty, simply adorned, but just enough. It looks great in daylight, but at night, shadowed and hazy, her room is beautiful. I love being inside her room, but more than that, I love, dirty and messy as it is, the simple access around the back. Oh yeah, I just love her room. Like I love this room. That was just a bad prop. Let's leave that alone. I was trying to be Janet Jackson, but
you want to be Benny Hill.
Yeah, I think I'm more like the old guy in Benny Hill. You know, gets a lot of violence done to him. I'm so abused. Poor me. Poor me. This is being filmed. This is being filmed by Peter DeZoza. And so you have to sound a lot larger than the four of you actually are. You need to sound like 400 people, because I'll be using this to say, no, look, you think that the SideWalk is a small club, but there were 400 people! So yeah, that's well done. That's a good start. Remember, you have to do that constantly. You don't bother listening to me, just constantly, why am I talking? Let's go on.
What?
She said yes and my brain's been rebooting. She said yes and my legs are my tears really dry. Yeah, she said yes. Yeah. Divine. She said yes, it will never be mine. She said yes, and our time has grown slim. She said yes to him. Sunday call. Yeah.
All 400 of us are loving this.
All 400. So how's everybody doing? Hello, New York! Whoa! I am paying you so well tonight. God bless each and every one of you. Hotter than hell, but I am hardly hindered, for I am heading for heaven. I am certain, I am questing, I am straining for new heights of kingdom slowly. Slowly, step by step, inch by inch, I am climbing for Jesus. There are easier ways to get there. I could ride a horse. I could ride hundreds of horsepower, barreling up this holy hill that only I can see. But, well, there are certain requirements for this journey I'm on. Certain strategies for thinning the herd, while I am a fatted calf, fated for redemption, if I have the gumption. Probably I'm not really looking for Jesus at all. Probably Jesus is just another word for truth, and truth just another word for Twinkies. And maybe I'm looking for God in all the wrong places, on the wrong peaks or with the wrong eyes. It hardly matters. The important thing is the voyage I'm on. The important thing is the quest. And the sun beats down mercilessly, and holy smokes, I believe I'm blind. But I'll soon see, oh yes, I will soon see the light. For I am questing, I am striving, and soon I will be arriving, as I am climbing for Jesus! Yeah, you know, this would be a good time to mention the rest of the band, but I'm not. This is called Lollipop. That is very distracting. That thing you're doing with that lollipop, that red lollipop, that red cherry lollipop, it's very distracting. Your tongue, darting in and out and in, the sugar, darting in and out, and the rhythm of that shiny, sweet, sticky stuff in your mouth, bright red, radioactive blood infecting everything. Oh, you've got my attention. I keep trying to look away, fail. You've got me licked as you clean that candy stick. That That's some trick. I wish there was something I could say some way to, well, that is there, do you suppose you could you stay and suck it just a little longer?
Yeah.
In the 6 days I've had to think of, this is called Days Without You. In the 6 days I've had to think about what happened, I've come to some conclusions. With the silence of the walls as my company, punctuated by echoes of our conversations, I have been able to recognize certain facts about time, about me, and about you. I realize what it is you need. You don't need a strong man. You don't need a brave man. You don't need a rich man. You can provide for yourself and others more than well enough for all of those scores. But it's obvious from our conversations and the bruises that resulted that you're not looking for a sweet man, a compassionate man, a loving man to keep you warm at night. In the darkness of this one-bedroom house and the time I have had to stare at it, I have seen that what you need is a weak man, a man who begs, who pleads for your company and protection, and who has no compunctions about crying. You want a man who is small and puny and beneath you in every way. You want someone who's not even half the man you are, baby. And after 6 days alone in this apartment with no one but myself for company, I am sorry to say that I am more than willing to comply. Please, 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 please come home.
For you.
Poor me. I broke my leg. The pain was unbearable. I thought I could take no more. I thought it was the worst thing that could ever happen until they amputated. It was awful. Crippled, hobbling, tilting to the side, locked in position, psychically and physically. It was the worst thing imaginable until they shoved that leg up my ass. Rectally challenged by my extension, experiencing the blinding Syrian penetration, blazing pain in parts that I didn't know could hurt, there was no way my suffering could ever increase until they fed me that leg. My own meat, raw, shit-stained, gangrenous and gang-banging and maggoty, it was disgusting. It was forced down my throat the way it had already been forced elsewhere, bit by rotting bit. I could not stomach it. And the retching of myself by myself was humiliating to the extreme. Misery could not accompany the despair I felt. Certainly, I could tell. This was the nadir until they fed me my own vomit. The cycle of degradation was complete. The part that sought escape was returned to me. My suffering was absolute. Nothing could be worse than this which I have known until.
More pain!
Until what?
Poor me.
Bring some more pain, please.
Moving on.
Ordered the JonBerger. What does that taste like?
Doctor, you gotta help me. I can't stop thinking about preteen girls sucking dick. It's all I ever think about. Images of girls, young, younger, and youngest, all on my member, joining in the fun, never resting till the job is done. They only go after I come. I dream about them. I think only of these objects of fire, these twisted desires, sucking the very life stuff out of me. Oh, come on, good doctor. You have to do what you can to help me. Occasionally, other things do cross my sweaty mind. I think of those young, sweet, nubile girls, touched, fondled, spoiled, fucked. But then I return to my primary concern. I want them to come back to what they're supposed to. I want them to fillet me or fillet me. Well, either way, I want to be deboned. It leaves me with a gaping maw, a hole unfillable, and I know, doctor, it's wrong and twisted and evil and wrong. Yes, I already said that, it's wrong, I know. But please, good doctor, you have to help me. What? No, I don't want you to help cure me, you idiot. I want you to use your pediatric connections to find me those young girls and get me those things I need. If you give me this help, I may even pay. curious the pieces I've memorized and the pieces I don't. Sanjay Kaul is in the band Luncheon. He's in the band Tony Hightower and the Tony Hightowerettes. He's of course in JonBerger. He sporadically plays djembe for anyone who asks or, you know, offers some candy.
Oh, Sanjay, would you play djembe?
Talk about it after the show. Ashish gets no mention now. Moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, JonBerger, yeah! No, not yet. Modern technology being what it is, I'm going to buy you one of them 2 time machines, and I will revisit your history over and over again. I will impregnate your past with my presence, thus fertilizing our future. Soon you will have no memories that don't have a vein of me running through them. This is my diabolical plan. Periscopic pinpoint laser cannon that I purchased now becoming so affordable I'm gonna buy 1, no wait, maybe 2, and I will destroy all of your suitors, 1 by 1, maybe 2. I will devastate the pretty boys, I will decimate the handsome men, I will deviate the scepter of all the intelligentsia. I've got the means, maybe, and I've got the mode. I've got the desire to set on fire all the pigs who try to get my chick. Well, ex-chick. Modern technology being what it is, I am now in a position to create emotional hegemony for myself and no others, to remove all those who are beneath me, all those who seem less obsessive, less possessive, less needy. It's just natural selection, baby, like I selected you, and then selected the periscopic pinpoint laser cannon, now available at drastically reduced prices. Yourself cloning kit and the random hairs I collected that last time. I found a way to clone you, to splice you, to improve you, and make you and remake you better each and every day. I'll make you smarter, smart enough to agree with everything I say, so that you never argue again to my each and every utterance. I shall make you funnier until you laugh at all my jokes, those of the Dice Man who never truly seem to appreciate. I shall enlarge your breasts and shrink your waist, and remold your knees, and make your hair longer and more lush, and your eyes greener and deeper, and well, your earlobes could use a touch. Modern technology being what it is, I will find a way to make you sweeter and more understanding for when I make 2 of you at once, ready to please me and all of my friends again and again and again. I shall improve you in so many ways, my dear, make you everything you could have been, everything you would have been, everything you should have been, and you've never been so imperfect and unimproved as to leave me. My apologies. I should mention that my fashion consultant for the night is also the drummer, Ashish Pathak. He insisted on this evening's wardrobe. I'm really kind of curious as to why. Yeah, it's a cool logo, but you know, you're a guy, man. Why are you telling me? Oh, whatever, okay. Ashish is in the Heller Theory. He is occasionally a member of Luncheon. He is always a member of Tony Hightower and the Tony Hightowerettes. I'm out, right? He wasn't Size. He wasn't Rush, but you know, he was the original.
I'm in training with Harleys.
What does Harley do? Well, we'll talk about that later.
I can answer that.
Wow. Okay. Suddenly the attention was off me. I don't like that. Let's return this. I was so freaking got anything big since heart to have sex with you, though certain ones would be ruled out. While I would happily give my heart to you, the lack of blood pumping through my system would make sex difficult. And if I lost any of my legs, it would make sex inadequate for you at best. I would do anything to make you love me, anything within reason, anything possible or plausible. I'd be willing to give up my position in the firm or the club or on this line so it would make me earn your affection. Baby, I would do anything for you. Swim the deepest desert, drink the darkest draught. You got it, baby. All you gotta do is ask. My love for you is so great, I would swallow the biggest spitball. I would argue with the toughest motherfucker. I would douse myself with the sweetest honey, and then go looking for the nearest beehive. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm crazy about you. I'll go out right now, go to the dirtiest part of town wearing the fanciest outfit, and tell them that none of them is quite so fancy as me. I would do that just for you, baby. Just for you. Look, if you want me to, I will take him from a baby. Not just any baby mine, but the Prince of Zaire. That reactionary little country where children is tantamount to suicide. Say the word, and I'm off to Zaire. Try me, baby. Try me. I love you. I know you can't deny this. I've got the stuff for you. I love you so much I would do any of these things and so much more. Do you understand? Do you got it? Do you got it? Do you got it? Good! Now shut up and give me that damn pizza. Yeah.
It's a love song, right?
They're all
love songs, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it goes with the D.
Ready?
We're on. Not for how it looks, but so I can see in my inner mind the stars when I go to sleep. She wears a bright red sweater and a long slit skirt, and she asks about my signs, my risings, and my familiar. I'm not familiar with that term, I say. She looks at me stupefied. I miss you. She wears a tight skirt with thong underwear. Take my advice, she says, you never want to wear thong underwear. She looks at me and grins. Do you? No, I agree, I don't. They're pretty colors though, she tells me. Do you want to see? And they are pretty colors, certainly. The bra, too. Frilly, not unlike what's underneath. For one so soft, she is very athletic. I really miss you. She was raped when she was very young. 13, she says. I was taken when I was 13. I didn't like it, she said, and I keep hoping that the next time it'll be better, it'll be different. She shrugs and she looks me over, sitting, waiting, wondering perhaps if, when the evening nears its end, I will try to take her out, and if I will be any different, any better. And, good God, I miss you. She's blonde and beautiful and bouncy and busty and Botticellian and barely out of college. She's a graduate, gregarious, gorgeous, growth-oriented, both financially and emotionally, generous, and, well, generally she's great. She is sweet and smart and strong, and strangely she is stuck on me. She is wonderful. She's bewitching. She will wear the white on Wednesday at our wedding. And all I can think about over and over again through all of this is just how much I miss you. It's just that some days I can feel the energy bleeding off my skin. I can tell that if I stay standing stationary still for too long, I may explode, taking a couple of city blocks with me, and well, that's just not fair to the general public or the fine young kindergartners, so I gotta keep moving. I have to stay active and mobile and motile and no, I can't stop to stand and tell you the difference between the two because I'm the type of guy that likes to move around. You get down with what I'm saying? I can't stop to squawk, argue, or preach. I gotta move, man! It's not that I want to be this way. It's just that I know my body, what it's capable of, what it will do to punish me. If I don't follow its silent commands, I will sweat poisons out of my system, dripping onto my lips, and I'll suck them back in. And if the dirty air fails to blow them away, it's awful. I can't say how I know any of this. I need to exhaust myself, to become my own master. And to do that, I must move faster and faster and faster and faster, and I need to move. It's not just I'm afraid to stay in one place. It's not a target alone, approachable. Rather, I'm not just afraid. I am terrified of what you might find if I am less than a hazy shade of motion, transition, positioning myself to go away, and about. I have to move. I've got to travel. I have to be elsewhere. I gotta go. Bye.
He's gone.
Jonathan!
All right.
Jonathan has left the building.
Encore.
Yes,
You don't want to.
That's tough. You're getting. You want to go? Got this shit, man.
Want to go around?
Hey, Bob. Johnny, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, I'm just standing around.
I think this is a good time for a tip jar.
You want a tip jar?
Yeah.
We got more. But there's going to be a tip jar coming around in just a second. The beauteous and talented Marilee will be coming around taking your money. Lots of money.
Thank you, JonBerger. I'm coming around with a tip mandolin. All the tips go directly to the performers. So.
Before we move on, I should mention things a long time ago. This is very awkward. I have a mailing list in my hand. You should all sign it.
Get to it. Sign. I'm watching you. Okay.
There's also something I always fail to mention. I have books, and the money that goes into the tip jar, which you should give generously to, I'm going to have to split with these guys. But
He's lying.
But the books that I sell are totally my money. So if you like me more than these people, you should buy the books. You know what? You should buy the books anyway. Well, okay. Anyway, we're going to move on. Our next show at the SideWalk is on March 22nd. That's a Friday night. It'll be good. This is a piece that no one's ever heard before. It's called Body Parts. Conversation skills, brings out your eyes, it makes you taller, more possessed. Your top possesses me, it makes me see you in an entirely new light. And you may be right, you were all those people before this slight change in style. You've always been right under my nose just the way you are. And only took the simple twist of fashion to unleash it, to bring out the highlights of your hair, the passion in your stare, the smiles without a care. It was all always there. Maybe I should say no more, maybe I should stop, but too pronounced, and she doesn't grasp what is so hatefully obvious. She can't recognize the beauty of her cheeks, how radiant her smile is, how glorious her fingers taste, and how voluptuous her flesh feels, how wonderful her skin is. She cannot see what is blindingly clear to everyone else. She must be insane, stupid, delusional, intellectually bankrupt. But then, I never said I loved her mind. Sí, estamos con hamburguesa. Sí, muy bueno, muy bien. Sí.
All right, one hamburguesa. That was awesome. Everybody, let's hear for him again.
Buy merchandise, sign list.
That's right. Get on his mailing list.
Your English is so good.
You got CDs?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Okay, coming up next. Hang on. We've got Danny Kelly.
Ah, Danny Kelly.
Lousy hurry. Guess I just don't have the lust. I've only ever been